to Scrapyard Diecast Racing.
Welcome back to the Scrapyard, friends. I'm your host, Barnabas Tone.
And this is me, your co-host, Frederick Allen Seto.
And it's time for
the Fans vs. ACs Challenge.
Good evening, fans. It's the finals. Again.
And this time, it's double or nothing. So, in case you missed what should have been the finals, Nel Whun was dominating his race against Sassy V. He shut her out, and admittedly, shut me up, of all my past critiques of his driving. The problem is, he couldn't shut his own mouth.
And as such, he inadvertently put his seconds-old championship on the line by challenging all of Team Cartoons to a double or nothing race.
And now here we are.
Well, Al, there's no use crying over spilled milk. Let's just get up to the guillotine gate and pray for the best.
Scrapyard Diecast Racing.
So instead of celebrating our victory, here we are, again, back at the guillotine gate with the title on the line, again.
That's right, but this time the stakes are so much higher. There's only one heat. And if any member of Team Cartoons can cross the line before Nel Whun, they become the champions.
Let's just take a look at that overpacked lineup. Up front, we have Crazy Carmine, Nel Whun, and the Chi-Wolf.
And in the back, we have Sir Adriano, Sassy V, Wild Wheatmo, and finally, Sweet Bay Tree. Any last-second predictions, Al?
No predictions, just some advice for all of Team Scrapyard. If we ever get challenged again, and we win, lift up the trophy and shut up.
Ladies and gentlemen, the officials have cleared the track. I hope you're all buckled in, because I have no idea what we're in for.
3, 2, 1, go!
Nel Whun leads.
Massive pileup in the bottleneck.
Team Cartoons crashes.
Carmine pulls through.
Nel Whun crosses the line.
Oh, Carmine can't finish.
Team Scrapyard wins the title. Again.
Look at this, Barry. This has to be a first in Scrapyard history. The starting gate looks less like a guillotine and more like a sardine net. I've never seen so many racers lined up at one time.
Maybe this will be the start of a trend. What do you think, fans? Would you want to see more mega races like this one? Let us know in the comments below. But moving on, Team Cartoons definitely came with a plan. The second the guillotine gate goes up, they try to circle the wagons around Nel Whun and surround him and block him in.
And he pushes in on the Chi-Wolf. And not wanting to give up a chance to take out the champ, the Chi-Wolf does some kind of reverse Picasso on Sweet Bay Tree. Wow, that's teammate on teammate carnage.
You should call that move the mother-in-law.
Why?
I don't know. By the way you just described it, I reckon it fits.
I love it. The mother-in-law it is.
Anyway, once Team Cartoons got into the bottleneck, they were literally all over each other, hungry for their shot to take out Nel Whun. And by the time they went into Carmine Corner, we had Sir Adriano, Sassy V, and the Chi-Wolf all on their roofs.
And it figures, the old-school professional rally driver, Crazy Carmine, is the one member of Team Cartoons who can handle the turns when things get nuts.
But Nel Whun had too big of a lead. When he was pulling out of Clunker Canyon, Carmine was just making his way in.
Yeah, and I don't know if Crazy Carmine had some secret sauce in that custom Mustang, because he gets a burst of speed which causes him to get loose and hit the inside wall of the final straight. But that Crazy Carmine sure did put up a great effort, and he just proved that he's more than worthy to have the turn here at the Scrapyard track named after him.
And while Carmine did put on a good race, there was someone who put on a great one.
Yeah. I know. Nel Whun. Even though this whole race was unnecessary because he had already won, taking on all of Team Cartoons and being the only one to cross the line is pretty impressive. So I guess you can put my words between two pieces of Armando's bread and I'll have to eat them.
That's right, fans. Nel Whun is the double champion of the Fans vs. ACs Challenge. And the studio's in my ear telling me he's already at the track for the awards ceremony. let's cut to Wild Bob in the yellow jacket with a live feed.
And that's a copy. If you focus your peepers right here, you can see all our good old boys from Team Scrapyard.
To start it off, we have J. Vardo Duarte. I almost didn't recognize him because his car is right side up. And following is Me Nino Eddie. Then we have our Baker-turned-racer, Armando. And next is, I still have no idea what the heck he does here, Manny the Sports Coat. And finally is the guy who made those insider trading charges never stick, Stock Market Mike. Then moving on to Team Cartoons, we start off with Sir Adriano. He gave us quite a little scare when his whereabouts became unknown after going off track. Then the man who needs no introduction, racing legend Crazy Carmine, followed by his wife and now seasoned racer, Sweet Bay Tree. Next is the racer who's even more mysterious now than at the start of this tournament, the She-Wolf. Followed by the one man who made this whole tournament possible, Mr. Wild Weedmo himself, Cartoons team captain, Carlos Antunes. And finally has to be Team Cartoons MVP, the youngest racer to ever take to the Scrapyard track, Sassy V. She went from never having driven a car to almost racing as many heats as the rest of her team combined. And now, here we have the guy who won it all, Nel Whun.
What is that behind him?
That's his trophy.
Is that a giant fan?
Of course. This was the Fans vs. ACs challenge, and he did beat the Fans team, so I figured what better trophy than a giant fan. Unfortunately, I never thought Nel Whun would win, so I never got a chance to have it gold dipped.
And speaking of giant fans, we want to thank Mr. Antunes again for making this whole tournament possible. And of course, we want to thank all of you fans for watching as well. It takes a lot to operate a fully functional junkyard by day and run these races at night. So every view, every like, every comment or subscription makes all those long nights worthwhile.
And of course, no need to thank me because I know you all love my jokes this tournament. You're welcome.
Do not mind him, folks. Scrapyard Diecast Racing exists to entertain you, and we hope we've achieved our goal. So please stay tuned to the Scrapyard, where we'll be announcing our next tournament soon. Until then, this is Barnabas Tone saying thank you and good night.
And I'm Frederick Allen Seto, saying thanks for watching. Fans vs. AC Challenge.
The Scrapyard Diecast Racing.